Mr. Speaker, the government is attacking the Auditor General's independence in order to cover up their own incompetence. $30 billion, more than $30 billion, went to ineligible recipients, that is, people who did not meet the criteria of the programs. When the Auditor General called this out, the government's response is to criticize the work of a strong, independent professional who they, in fact, appointed. So will the Minister of Revenue apologize to the Auditor General and agree to accept all of her recommendations?
Hear, hear. The Honourable Minister of Tourism.
We respect the Auditor General and welcome her report, but Mr. Speaker, let us actually take a look at some of the...
I want to remind the honourable members that the rules are you ask the question and then you wait. You don't keep asking the question over and over again. The Honourable Minister from the top, please.
Mr. Speaker, let me state once again that we thank the Auditor General for her report, that we respect her work, but let's look at what her report said. The pandemic benefits prevented an increase in poverty that would almost have doubled without our investments, helped the economy bounce back from the effects of the pandemic. CERB allowed 8.9 million Canadians to be supported through the depths of the pandemic, and the wage subsidy kept 5 million people on the payroll. We've already recuperated $2.3 billion, Mr. Speaker. The system will continue to work, and we will continue to have the backs of Canadians.
The Honourable Member for Battleford's Lloydminsters.
Mr. Speaker, the Auditor General did take a look, and more than $30 billion in payments went to ineligible applicants. So we know in this House that the Auditor General is a respected officer of Parliament. Yes. It was this Parliament that asked for the report from the AG. The Minister is now calling into question the independence of the AG. Will the Minister apologize?
Yeah. The Honourable Minister of Employment.
Speaker, we thank the Auditor General for her report. We worked closely with her to make sure she had all the data she needed to make her findings, and we are working hard on the post-payment verification to ensure that we work with individual Canadians. Over 150,000 Canadians have already worked out agreements with CRA for payment, and Mr. Speaker, we will continue methodically pursuing this work until it's done.
Good job.
The Honourable Member for Battleford's Lloydminster.
Well, Mr. Speaker, that definitely was a non-answer. They say that they worked with the Auditor General, but they won't accept the recommendations from the Auditor General. Mr. Speaker, will the Minister of Canada Revenue Canada, stand up and apologize for her remarks that seem to be that her government does not trust the Auditor General and the work that was done?
The Honourable Minister.
Our government trusts and respects the work of the Auditor General. And Mr. Speaker, let me just share with you.
Are we done? Very good. The Honourable Minister, please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, let me repeat that our government respects and honours the work of the Auditor General and that we take a report. And let me share, Mr. Speaker, point 1023 from the report, and I quote, "We found that the COVID-19 programs achieved their objective to help Canada avoid a more severe contraction of the economy and the social consequences, for example, a significant increase in poverty. This financial support allowed the economy to rebound and return."
The Honourable Member for West Vancouver, Sunshine Coast, Sea to Sky Country.
Monsieur le Président.